Did you know stress can impact your health more than you think? In the serene valleys of ancient India, where whispers of wisdom danced through the air like gentle melodies, there lived a young woman named Maya. As the sun painted the sky with hues of orange and gold, Maya found herself tangled in the intricate web of stress, unable to escape its suffocating grasp. Each day dawned with a heavy burden upon her shoulders, as responsibilities piled high like mountains upon mountains, threatening to crush her spirit beneath their weight. Another day, another struggle, Maya muttered to herself as she rose from her bed, the lines of worry etched deep into her brow. From the moment her feet touched the earth, she was swept away by the currents of urgency, swept along a river of relentless demands and expectations. "Maya, we need those reports by noon," her boss barked, his voice sharp as a whip cracking through the air. "And don't forget about the meeting with the clients this afternoon. We're counting on you." With a heavy sigh, Maya nodded, her heart sinking like a stone into the depths of despair. How could she possibly juggle the demands of work, family, and her own well-being all at once? It seemed an impossible feat, a Sisyphean task doomed to end in failure. The call of the lotus. As Maya trudged through the bustling streets of the marketplace, her mind awash with worry, she stumbled upon a sight that stopped her in her tracks. Amidst the chaos of the crowd stood a solitary figure, his presence radiating an aura of peace and tranquility that seemed to transcend the tumult of the world. It was a monk clad in robes of saffron and gold, his eyes alight with wisdom as he gazed upon the throngs of people passing by. Sensing Maya's gaze upon him, the monk turned to her with a gentle smile as if he had been expecting her all along. "Troubled are you, young one?" the monk asked, his voice soft as the rustle of leaves in the breeze. Maya nodded, her throat tight with emotion. "I am overwhelmed by the burdens of life," she confessed. "I feel as though I'm drowning in a sea of stress, with no shore in sight." The monk nodded, his eyes filled with compassion. "Fear not, for there is a path to peace that lies within you," he said. "Come, sit with me beneath the shade of this tree, and I shall share with you the wisdom of the ages." With a sense of trepidation mingled with hope, Maya followed the monk to a quiet corner of the marketplace, where they sat down upon a patch of soft grass. And as the world continued to whirl around them, the monk began to speak, his words like drops of nectar that quenched the thirst of Maya's soul. "The 6 sacred keys. Listen closely, for I shall impart to you the 6 sacred keys that unlock the gates to a stress-free existence," the monk began, his voice a soothing melody that echoed through the chambers of Maya's heart. "First, there is the art of deep breathing," he continued. "Just as the lotus rises from the murky depths of the pond to greet the sun, so too does the breath anchor us to the present moment, allowing us to find refuge in the stillness within." Maya closed her eyes and followed the monk's guidance, inhaling deeply through her nose and exhaling slowly through her mouth. With each breath, she felt the knots of tension in her body begin to unravel, replaced by a sense of calm that washed over her like a gentle tide. "Next, there is mindfulness," the monk said. "Through the practice of mindfulness, we learn to cultivate awareness of the present moment, without judgment or attachment. Like a lotus unfolding its petals to the light, so too do we open ourselves to the fullness of experience, embracing each moment with grace and acceptance." As Maya listened to the monk's words, she felt a sense of clarity wash over her, as if a veil had been lifted from her eyes. Suddenly, the chaos of the world seemed to fade into the background, leaving only the pure essence of the present moment. "The mighty Titan. But mindfulness alone is not enough," the monk continued. "We must also tend to the temple of our bodies, for they are the vessels through which we experience life's joys and sorrows." With that, the monk rose to his feet and beckoned Maya to follow him. Together, they embarked on a journey through the verdant countryside, their footsteps falling in rhythm with the beating of their hearts. "Behold, the mighty Titan known as exercise," the monk proclaimed, gesturing to a group of villagers engaged in a game of cricket in a nearby field. "Through the movement of our bodies, we release the pent-up energy that accumulates within us, allowing it to flow freely like a river rushing to the sea." As Maya watched the villagers play, she felt a stirring within her soul, a longing to join in their dance of vitality and strength. And so, without hesitation, she threw herself into the game, her laughter mingling with the cheers of her newfound companions. The tapestry of time, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting its golden rays upon the earth like a lover's caress, Maya and the monk sat down to rest beneath the shade of a towering banyan tree. "Time is the most precious gift we possess," the monk said, his voice tinged with solemnity. Yet all too often we squander it on trivial pursuits, unaware of its true value. With that, the monk produced a small hourglass from the folds of his robe and placed it before Maya. "Each grain of sand that falls through this glass is a moment of your life," he said. "Use it wisely, for once it is gone, it can never be reclaimed." As Maya watched the sands of time slip through her fingers, she felt a sense of urgency stir within her, a determination to make the most of each fleeting moment. And so she vowed to be mindful of how she spent her time, cherishing every precious second as if it were her last. The warmth of human connection. "But even the strongest among us cannot weather life's storms alone," the monk said, his voice soft as a whisper on the breeze. "We must seek out the shelter of companionship, for in the warmth of human connection we find solace and strength." With that, the monk led Maya to a nearby village where the air was alive with the sounds of laughter and song. There they joined a group of villagers gathered around a blazing fire, their faces illuminated by its flickering light. "Here, in the company of your fellow beings, you will find the support and encouragement you seek," the monk said, his eyes twinkling with mischief. "For together we are stronger than we could ever be alone." And so Maya embraced her newfound community, sharing stories and laughter late into the night, until the stars themselves grew jealous of their joy. The pursuit of passion. As dawn broke upon the horizon, painting the sky with hues of pink and gold, Maya and the monk set out once more on their journey, their spirits buoyed by the camaraderie of the night before. As they walked side by side, their footsteps echoing in harmony with the rhythm of the earth, the monk turned to Maya with a knowing smile. "Now, my dear Maya, we come to the final key. The pursuit of passion," he said, his voice filled with a quiet intensity. "For in the embrace of our passions we discover the true essence of our being, as we lose ourselves in the creative dance of life." With that, the monk led Maya to a tranquil garden nestled amidst the hills, where the air was alive with the scent of blooming flowers and the gentle hum of bees. There, they found a group of artisans at work, their hands moving with the grace of dancers as they sculpted clay into exquisite forms. "Here, amidst the beauty of creation, you will find solace for your weary soul," the monk said, his eyes sparkling with reverence. "For in the act of creation we transcend the limitations of the self, merging with the divine essence that flows through all things." And so, Maya took up a piece of clay and began to mold it with her hands, her heart overflowing with a sense of purpose and belonging. As she lost herself in the rhythm of her work, she felt a profound sense of peace wash over her, as if she had finally found her true calling in life. The lotus blooms. Weeks turned into months, and months into years, as Maya continued to walk the path of self-discovery under the guidance of the monk. With each passing day, she grew stronger in mind, body, and spirit, her heart expanding to encompass the boundless beauty of the world around her. And then one day, as she sat beneath the shade of a blossoming cherry tree, the monk approached her with a twinkle in his eye. "The time has come, my dear Maya, for you to spread your wings and soar," he said, his voice filled with pride. "Oh, for you have journeyed far upon the path of self-discovery, and now it is time for you to share your wisdom with the world." With that, the monk bestowed upon Maya a radiant lotus flower, its petals unfolding like the pages of a sacred scripture. "Go forth, my child, and let your light shine bright," he said, "for you are a beacon of hope in a world shrouded in darkness." And so Maya set out upon her journey, her heart ablaze with the fire of purpose and passion. With each step she took, she carried with her the wisdom of the ages, spreading seeds of love and compassion wherever she went. The legacy of the lotus. Years passed, and Maya's legend grew, as tales of her wisdom and compassion spread far and wide. From the bustling streets of the city to the remote villages nestled in the hills, people flocked to hear her speak, eager to drink from the wellspring of her knowledge. And though Maya's journey was fraught with challenges and trials, she never wavered in her dedication to the path of inner peace, for she knew that the true measure of a life well lived lies not in the accumulation of wealth or fame, but in the depth of one's compassion and the breadth of one's love. And so, dear traveler, as you embark upon your own journey of self-discovery, remember the tale of Maya and the monk, and take heed of the wisdom they impart, for within the depths of your own heart lies the key to a life filled with purpose, passion, and inner peace, the eternal quest. And so, dear traveler, as you bid farewell to the tale of Maya and the monk, know that the journey of self-discovery is a never-ending quest, a winding road that stretches out before you like a ribbon of light. But fear not, for you are not alone on this journey. For just as Maya found guidance in the wisdom of the monk, so too can you find solace in the teachings of the enlightened ones who have walked this path before you. So go forth, dear traveler, and let your light shine bright, illuminating the darkness with the radiance of your being. For in the pursuit of inner peace and self-discovery lies the true essence of what it means to be human. And remember, amidst the chaos of life there exists a sanctuary within, where the lotus of inner peace blooms eternal. By embracing the 6 sacred keys of stress relief, you awaken to the beauty of the present moment and embark on a journey of self-discovery that knows no bounds. The infinite lotus. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting its golden rays upon the earth one final time, Maya closed her eyes and took a deep breath, her heart overflowing with gratitude for the journey she had undertaken. For in the end she realized that the true beauty of life lies not in the destination, but in the journey itself. And as she surrendered herself to the embrace of the infinite cosmos, she knew that her spirit would live on, forever entwined with the eternal dance of creation. And so, dear traveler, as you set out upon your own journey of self-discovery, may you find solace in the wisdom of the lotus, and may you always remember that the truest path to inner peace lies within the depths of your own heart.